Just come home. I can feel my body turn.
What is going on, fitness family? It is Erica Brady finally come back with another video. So since I just left Fort Sill, cleared out of that post and everything, I'm gonna talk about my experience because I realized some of you guys might be getting stationed at Fort Sill or might even be going to basic training at Fort Sill. We're about to head off to do some morning cardio. Went for like a 3-mile-ish run, or a little over 3 miles yesterday. So today just gonna be fat burning cardio, meaning stair stepper for 40 to 45 minutes and just watching my YouTube videos.
I'm here at the end, yeah. If I could go back to the start, I'd do it again, yeah. I'd live like never before.
So finished with my cardio. Just being in a new duty station. So being in a new duty station is kind of weird to vlog because I'm not so comfortable. I know I really shouldn't care, but it just takes some time for me, especially since I haven't vlogged in a little while. The little Thalia. Oh, I'm so cruel because I leave you in the kennel. I'm gonna leave you in the kennel. Look how happy you are, though. Look how happy you are, though. Hi, baby. Where's your sister? Where's your sister? Is your sister in here? Hi, Moose. So, prior to being stationed at Fort Sill, Jade and I were stationed at Fort Wainwright, Alaska for 3 years of our lives. When we got to Fort Sill, people would kind of be like, oh, I'm sorry you're here, but we honestly thought it was was the best thing ever because being stationed at Fort Wainwright and all that, we didn't have much to do there. Like, we didn't have so many things to do. The only things that we did to do was like mainly outdoor stuff, fishing and all that, and that's only half of the year, and the other half it's all snow and it's all dark all the time. So being at Fort Sill, we thought it was great. The only downfall was the wind. The wind was really, really bad. Got up to 30, 35 miles per hour to the point where it actually blew down our gate multiple times. And that was just maybe not a good gate, maybe, but we thought it was great that we were stationed at Fort Sill once we got.
You wagging your tail for me?
Dahlia. Ow! Oh, Mom, give me Mommy kisses.
What's up, Pop? Okay.
How's that microphone working?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Making some lunch.
Last night that was something else. I don't wanna move on. This thing that I'm feeling is hanging, it's still.
So I'm having the same thing as Jade, except it's just rice, beef, and fat-free mozzarella cheese. So if you're moving to Fort Sill or getting stationed at Fort Sill and you have the opportunity to live on post or off post, our intake was that we decided that living on post was the best thing to do, mainly because we did live off post at Fort Sill for a full year. We lived in Lawton, and the realtors that we did rent from wasn't that good. They didn't take care of us. Anything that we needed to get fixed didn't get fixed, or just got jimmy rigged to the point where it is fixed for just a short time, and it wasn't a good experience. So if someone were to ask me, hey, should I move on post or off post, if you have the opportunity to live on post, I would say live on post. We had a better experience living on post, and if you're going, to do a certain order, it was easier because she got to come home right away instead of having to drive off post and drive 15 minutes to where she worked to where we're at. So that's my intake on it. Living on post is a better idea. She's so cute.
Telefono.
Got the telephones?
Okay. You got mine?
Yep. I will.
Here I go talking about the same thing.
Finished. Oh, is that my song music? Now we're gonna go get some.
Like my t-shirt. Makes me look like I just graduated.
It does, doesn't it?
It's really cool.
Someone probably thought that. Oh no, you were wearing your sweater the whole time.
Yeah, I was wearing my sweater.
I don't mind if you wanna take this slow, or if we get physical, we'll wait. Same time.
Coming for you. Excuse the mess of my face and all that. I just went for a little, actually went for a sprint and now it's pouring outside, but luckily I got to finish my workout. But anyways, we're going to end this video right here and conclude of how I felt about Fort Sill, if it was my favorite, you know, duty station or whatever. On-post housing. I loved on-post housing, and there's all different type of on-post housing. We were kind of close to the elementary school, and there's always on-post housing where it's E5 and below and E6 and above. Or since we were dual military, we followed on whoever had the highest ranking, so we had E6 and above housing, which is awesome. We only had, it was Jade and I and our puppies, and we had 3 bedrooms. We were allowed 2 dogs, which of course we already have Dolly and Rhonda, so it wasn't a big deal. We had a big backyard. It was very spacious, and for the most part it was new. They kind of renovated everything, but I really like on-post house at Fort Sill. It was super nice, even though we were only there for a few months. I think it was a great way to end our time at Fort Sill. Of course, as you guys know me, I love going to the gym and all that, so there's a bunch of gyms there, and sometimes they some gyms close pretty early and some gyms actually close pretty late. And if you are on TRADOC side, if you're a drill sergeant and you work on the TRADOC side, there is a brigade gym that not a lot of people know on the Force Com side, and it's pretty much 24 hours. If the doors aren't open, all you have to do is go staff duty, go sign out a key, and you can use the gym anytime you want to, because they know how different or how difficult the hours are for drill sergeants, and sometimes they can't work out at the appropriate time that other people do work out. But if you are on Force Com side, there's a lot of gyms. The main gym that a lot use is Fire Center Excellence Gym. I think that's what it's called. I know I call it Fires, and that was the main gym that I kind of used if I wasn't working on functional stuff, which usually I was on TRADOC side, me using the brigade gym. But it's, you know, it seems like a commercial gym and all that. There's Fires, there's this other one, I forgot what it's called, but it has a swimming pool, and swimming pool there was awesome. Not a lot of people use swimming pool there, which was kind of surprising to me, but if you guys want to go swimming, there's a great pool there, and it's indoors. It was good PX, good commissary, you know, just generic stuff. It was kind of like the same as it was at Fort Wainwright, although there's a little bit more stuff at Fort Sill than it was at Fort Wainwright, which isn't saying much, but it was still good. But again, being TRADOC post, being a basic training post during Thursday, Friday, and sometimes Wednesdays, you know, there's family day, there's graduation day, and there's AIT there too, so there's a lot of trainees and AIT soldiers going to the PX. So Jay and I didn't really go to the PX or commissary as often. We usually use this thing called Country Mart, and that was our off-post grocery stores, but if you're on post, mainly the commissary, but it wasn't bad at all. So talking about Lawton overall, you know, if you're getting stationed there, not basic training, if you're getting stationed there, there isn't much to do. I mean, if you're young and all that, I'm not saying I'm old, but I guess a lot of soldiers would go out during the night. There's bars, there's I think clubs. I've never went to any when I was at Fort Sill, but there are places that people say don't go to, stay away from. Some places that, you know, it's usually where people go. Not much to do, honestly, there at Lawton. I mean, there's like few casinos there. That's what I would do when my mom came, because she loves casinos. But you have OKC about an hour and a half away. Not a bad drive. It's actually just a straight shot. Toll roads. Be aware of toll roads. I didn't really worry about toll roads, but there are toll roads going to Fort Sill to OKC. There are some places where you know you shouldn't live, some places that you know you should live. We live close to MacArthur High School. I think that was what it was called. It was a great area. I can't really say much about Fort Sill only because I didn't really do much there. It was mainly gym, working out, well, which is the gym. Yeah, I can't really say much, but overall I can say that Fort Sill wasn't a bad place to be at. I'm just glad that I'm not there anymore, and I'm glad to be where I am right now. But that is my intake about Fort Sill. Jade liked it, but she was on drill sergeant orders the whole time, so she didn't really have much to do except for work and work all the time. The wind there, I'm telling you, the worst part is the wind. The wind was pretty freaking bad there. I remember when I was clearing Fort Sill, I wanted to run more, but the wind just didn't make it very enjoyable, which is what I didn't like. I don't know, I just didn't like the wind, but overall it wasn't that bad. Fort Sill wasn't bad, but that's my intake about it. And I know a lot of people have been asking me how it was in Fort Sill, so this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Now I gotta crawl